Hello everyone, welcome back to part 6 of What's Going On, which is my little build vlog thing where I share with you guys what I've got on at the minute, things I found out, and anything else I feel like talking about at the time. So it's a lovely morning in Britain, in Lincolnshire actually. It's actually managed to rain last night, which was wonderful. It's been getting so hot here, it's so dry, so a bit of rain's actually just brought the temperature down a bit, which is nice, which also helps with the modelling as well. I was struggling to spray with the airbrush just because it was that hot and dry. It was actually pretty much drying before it even left the bloody airbrush. So anyway, on to what we want to talk about. So the Wellington build at the moment, I'm going to put the link in for the playlist that I'm doing at the moment. That's going quite well. I'm just currently putting the wings together, doing the nacelles, which is a bit different compared to what I've seen with most Airfix kits. You can drop the bay doors, the build bay doors with the actual nacelle through the bottom of the wing and then build it up that way, which is a bit different to what they normally do. Took a little bit of figuring out just because it didn't quite fit through so nicely, but no issues there. So the part 7 video will be uploaded tomorrow, which is Sunday, and hopefully you'll enjoy that. So the next thing I want to talk about is metal. Not the music, but the colour, or the material more than anything. I've normally been using, where is she? Vallejo Model Air metallics for doing things like aluminium and things. And I've been toying up with the idea for quite a while about getting one of these sort of true metal colour paints. And I've always been put off the idea because a lot of them are lacquer based. And it's like the toxic fumes sort of things that are given off. It's also harder to clean your airbrush. I generally like to stick to acrylics because I haven't got an extractor unit near me. I've got a well ventilated room, and quite often I'll wear like a dust mask or something if I'm doing quite a heavy spray job or anything. But Vallejo have brought out, not so long ago, a new range of metal colour acrylics. And I've seen the videos of them, I've seen their videos on their YouTube channel, which I will put down in the description as well. I think a guy called Jose shows you how to use it. And I've used it properly on a large surface area for the first time yesterday actually, and I'm mightily impressed. It lays on really nice, gives a really good sheen. So that's the bottle. This is the new Vallejo metal colour airbrush range. They're doing a range of different colours, all different aluminium, duralium, steel, I think they do coppers as well, and bronzes. So you've got a full range of colours in there. It comes in a nice dripper bottle with a small dripper at the top, and as an added bonus, comes with a ball bearing to help mixing as well, which is a nice little treat, little feature in there as well. So I watched their video on how to do it, or their way of recommending it, and they recommend using a gloss back primer. So I bought Vallejo's surface primer, and yeah, I've been pretty happy with the results. So I'm currently working on a B17, which is Flak Eater. It's the B17 with the shark's mouth on it on the front end around the front chin turret. And as we know, anything with a shark's mouth is automatically cool, so that's why I chose that one. But I don't know if I can get the reflectiveness in it, but it's so shiny. It's good. It's a really, really good paint, and it airbrushes absolutely wonderfully. Just flows beautifully out the airbrush. Yeah, I definitely recommend giving it a go, especially if you're using the lacquer-based stuff and you're looking to find one of these metal paints that just doesn't have the toxic fumes and whatnot. Like I said, it's worth giving it a go, even just to find out if it's for you or not. I think it's about £5 or £6 for the bottle, which is fairly reasonable, and it'll go a very long way. You need a small amount to cover a large area. It just sprays so well. So as I said, I've started on a B17, which is Flak Eater. I thought I'd take a little bit of a break from the Lancasters. It was getting quite heavy on that. I've currently got the inside bits made up and the base colours laid down on that, as you can see. So I've got the base colours laid down on the fuselage and most of the interior components now. I've done a bit of scratch building on there as well, after I went into, when I was at Duxford, what's it called, Flying Legends a few weeks ago. I got a chance to go inside Sally B, which was a very late production B17 that never actually saw service. I got to walk through there, talk to the ground crew, had a chat with them about it, and got a load of pictures of the inside. Now, doing that, I've used those pictures for like quite a bit of reference. So there's some in the canopy. There's some control box inside there. The walkway is missing on the Rebel kit, and a few other little bits as well. I've just added some details to the ammo feeds for the waist guns as well. I just used a bit of photo etch for that. It was actually a ream of bullets, like a, I can't remember what they're called now. Yeah, so like a ream of bullets just for feeding into an aircraft. So I chopped the actual bullets off it and then laid it on there to give it a bit of texture, so it looks like the sort of ammo feed for the 50s in the waist positions of the B17. So that's going well so far. I finished this week this one, which is Phantom of the Ruhr. This hasn't been done as Phantom as she would have been back in the day as part of 550 or 100 Squadron. I've done it as PA474, which we all know and love is the BBMF Lancaster. So I finished this one. I did it with a full, what's called a no-bore loadout, which is like a carpet bombing loadout for tactical and tactical targets or armour concentrations. It's a 4,000 pound HC cookie. As well as 15 500 pound bombs as well. So really pleased with how that went. I use a few bits off other kits as well, such as the front aerials here. These I got off the Airfix kit. The Airfix Lancaster are a lot finer than the Rebel ones, just look a bit more scaled for realism. And also I used the H2S radar bubble off the Airfix kit as well. The Rebel one looks too small, just doesn't look quite scaled to the rest of the aircraft, so that's why I've used them. All in all, really quite happy with this, and this is going up for sale as well, so I've started selling a few models here and there, which is going quite well. The next thing is something I've discovered about modelling Lancasters, particularly on this build, and the difference between this one and the previous one. Now, exhaust staining on Lancasters. As we all know, the Merlin engines chuck a lot of smoke out, and it's often quite a grey colour due to the, I think it was the octane rating and the lead content from what I've read. Excuse me. And what I have found, excuse me a second. What I have found was a document showing a Lancaster from above in flight, and what I've done previously with Lancasters is just assumed that they would have 4 streaks on each wing from each of the exhausts. What I've actually found is, if you look at a close-up of this image here, now you can see from that image there's only 3 streaks on each wing. And what it is the wing dihedral, which is sort of the angle it sits at, stops the outside exhaust from actually the exhaust staining, well, gases coming out and staining the wing down on this edge here. It would actually go under the wing on here. So if you're looking for quite a bit of accuracy, that's a good way to do it. It's a simple little change that just adds a bit more realism to your model. But yeah, that's just a small sort of change that I never realised until I saw that document and started discussing it with a few people that I know. The other thing I want to talk about Lancaster as well is the fuselage windows. Whenever you're doing a Lancaster, it's worth looking into the fuselage windows basically, and what has been blanked, what has not been blanked as well, whether they're omitted completely, whether they're there and you can see through them, or whether they've been painted over. So some examples of Lancasters would have had the windows painted over completely, so they'd still be there, you still see the sort of outline of where they'd be, but they'd have paint over them. Others would have them completely omitted. So on PA474, I found that on the pictures of the B17s Lancaster, as you see, I filled all of the windows down the side using, I think it was Squadron filler putty I was using at the time, sanded it all down and smoothed them off so they're not present. Also, the window 4 of the navigator or wireless operators station, I think. No, navigator station is the one that's further back, I think, if my memory serves me right. The one that would bin 4 of that's been blanked off as well. So I just used some pictures of the real aircraft and worked from that, figured out what I need to do, and then done it basically. On, say, the Johnny Walker, still going strong Lancaster, the one that I did previous to this one, I did find that on that Lancaster it did actually have the windows there on the real aircraft. Found pictures of the real fuselage and stuff like that. I've seen the real fuselage as well at Newark Air Museum. Didn't have the windows in, but from what I found from photographs, etc., it had been painted over. So yeah, that's just a little bit of a tip for you guys. Always look at reference material if you're modelling something specific as well. So always look outside of the instructions as well for colour references and things like that. The instructions are generally good from Airfix, Rebel and that lot, as long as you don't mind mixing paint with Rebel. But yeah, it's always worth just doing your own bit of research. You may find something that could be strikingly obvious when you finish the aircraft, and you may as well kick yourself, but you'll learn from it later on. But you might as well learn from it while you're making it to make it right at the time. Anyway, that's enough from me. Like I said, tomorrow the Wellington build part 7 is going to be up, where I'm just time-lapsing, speeding up the video footage and just doing the entire build on YouTube for your guys' viewing pleasure. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, if you like the content of the channel, please subscribe. Don't forget to check the videos in the description as well. I'm going to put the playlist for the Wellington build, and I'm also going to link the Vallejo metal colour video on there as well. So anyway, thank you for watching, and everyone take care. See you in a bit.